everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be targeting common carp, one of the biggest and strongest fighting fish in our local waters. But first, I quickly want to talk to you about this sign right here that you will see around many of the boat launches and shore fishing access points near the Great Lakes. Pictured on this sign are various cousins to the common carp known as Asian carps. And today I specifically want to talk about grass carp, an invasive species which threatens this very ecosystem. How do you identify these invasive creatures? Unlike the common carp, grass carp have a jawed mouth, no barbels, and a very short dorsal fin. They have large scales with dark edges covering their bodies and range in color from blackish to olive brown with brassy or silvery white on the sides and belly. Don't let their beauty fool you though, because grass carp pose a huge threat to the Great Lakes. These fish can grow up to 45 kilograms, and they eat about 40% of their total body weight in aquatic plants daily. That is a whole lot of plants. They only digest about half of what they eat, and what's left of their waste pollutes the water, creates algae blooms, and decreases the water clarity. If you're out targeting common carp like I am today, and you think you've caught a grass carp, do not release it. Call the Invading Species Hotline at 1-800-563-7711 or report your catch through EDD Maps Ontario app or online at eddmaps.org/Ontario. If you need help identifying it, you can check out asiancarp.ca and work through the ID sheet on their website. Once you've properly identified the fish, kill it and gut it, but leave the eyes and head undamaged and store it on top of ice in a cooler. Fisheries and Oceans Canada will come to you and be able to research where this fish came from and if it's sterile or fertile. The last thing we want is these fish establishing a population in our waters. Be on the lookout and help stop the spread of invasive species in our incredible fishery. Now, let's get on the lake and hopefully catch some giant common carp. Okay guys, so today I am fishing in Hamilton Harbour for some common carp. And last time I fished here, the only time I ever fished here was I was fishing for carp, doing a different style of fishing than I normally would. I was sight fishing for them using panfish gear. Well, today I decided that I was going to do a more traditional way of catching these carp and a way that I have grown up targeting these giant fish. We are mostly going to look around using the graph, side imaging and down imaging, regular sonar, try and find these fish, and then we are going to set up shop, chum out some corn, and do the waiting game. The only difference is when I was little, we would just go and set up and stay at that spot and let the fish come to us, but today we are going to go looking for the fish. So I'm gonna search this flat first using the graphs and see if I can mark any fish. If we don't find any fish here, we've got an area down the harbor where current comes in, and we will check there if we don't see any here. We are currently seeing absolutely nothing. We're in about 18 feet of water still, and we are really close to shore, so it is quite a bit of a drop off right here. I'm seeing the odd fish here and there, but we want to see multiple. We want to see a school, and we want the marks to be big. Spot number 1, idle around, marked nothing. Probably gonna head to spot number 2. So we marked a whole bunch of fish near a little bit of like a creek mouth, and we didn't really know what they were. There were some big marks suspended. It was quite like scummy in there. There was a lot of algae, a lot of gross stuff, but that is where we marked the most fish. So we are gonna go back there and set up camp and see if we can catch any. We are in the spot. We've got an anchor at the front and we've got a raptor down. We are parallel to the shore right now, and we've got 3 rod holders all set up. So basically what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to chum out the corn and get my rods set up into the rod holders, and then it is time to wait and see if we can catch some fish. Okay, so I've got 3 rods here. I'm using a hair rig. This is pretty much what I use every time I go carp fishing. So I'm just gonna rig up my hair rig. If you'd like to learn more about the hair rig, I've spoke about it in previous videos. I'll leave a link in the description down below of those videos so you can learn more about it. Fishing in the Great Lakes, especially here in Hamilton Harbour, there are lots of gobies, so they will pick off my corn pretty easily. Okay, we're ready. Now what we have to do is sit down and wait and not move, because we don't want to make any sudden movements and move the rods. So if you're taking a little kid out fishing for carp, this might seem like it is a boring process for them, but once you get all set up, you could eat snacks, have a big lunch, or play board games and just hang out with the family. And once in a while, throw chum out and they'll be preoccupied and they'll still have fun. And once in a while, if a fish eats, they will get the excitement of catching a fish and hopefully be hooked for life. Well, guys, there are gobies here. So I think that mine is getting eaten by a goby, because maybe it's not a goby. Whatever it is, it's going into, no, it popped out. Oh no, it didn't. Whatever it is, it's going into the shallow water, into the tree. We might have a carp on. We got a carp on, guys. We got a carp on. We got a Hamilton Harbour carp on. It's not a giant, but it is a start, folks. Get over here. No! I was so close. I almost had him. And then he's just like, nope, I'm not going in that net. Gotta watch the sinker on my rod tip. No! Oh, I hate when they do that. Just as you have them like in the net, they just go bolting. I seriously thought this was a goby. Come over here, buddy. Come over here. You're in the net. Let's go! First carp of the day on the symmetry rod and reel combo on the hair rig, and I thought this guy was a goby, not gonna lie. That was literally the weakest carp hit I have ever had in my entire life. First fish of the day, not gonna lie, I thought it was like a goby or some sort of little fish, because he just kind of picked that bait up, swam slowly over to the side, but that was still a fun catch and pretty awesome for my first Hamilton Harbour carp in a year. Let's get this beautiful looking fish back. There he goes. Now, let's catch his buddy, the 20+ pounder. I officially hate gobies. I literally put like 10 pieces of corn on this thing and it's gone. Hello?
Carp counseling, Coach Paul speaking.
Carp counseling, we need it.
What's going on?
You're right, all the gobies are eating our bait off.
Oh, buddy. I've learned the hard way, Abe. You know?
We caught one.
That's good. You know what you can try?
What?
You could try to find one and then try to feed it corn and sight fish it with like a split shot rig or something like that.
Okay, guys, I see a carp in shallow over there. I have sight fished them here before, and I've got a rod in here that all I have to do is put a bait on and throw it in the water, and I'll have to reel these up, but I want to get this bait rolling because I see one right there. I actually think I see two. Oh, he turned on it. Come on, buddy. Oh, he had it in his mouth. Dang it. Well, this is now a sight fishing video. Okay, let's go. So, the sun is up. It's the afternoon, and now the fish are eating closer to shore. So we are going to switch gears and do some sight fishing. I've tried this area, but did not hook in to any, unfortunately. So we're gonna try another area and let this area cool down and see if we can hook into one there. There's two of them. There's two of them. Come on, come on. Come on, buddy, you're a giant. No. Got him. I got him. I got him hooked. Oh my gosh, this is a giant. Oh my goodness, this is a big carp. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the electric motor is stuck and I've got a giant hooked up right now. I saw him. We switched to sight fishing. I came to an area that I have sight fished before, and there's this guy just chilling in the shallows. This is a big fish. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, he's going under the boat. This is so scary. Literally using smallmouth gear right now to catch a fish that's a giant. My heart is pounding a mile a minute. I need to follow this fish. I might need my dad to net this fish because I'm scared that I will lose it. I can't even get this fish to move. It's so big. Oh my gosh, it's a giant, Dad. I need, oh my. I can't lose this fish, I can't lose this fish. Dad's being my net man because I do not want to lose this fish. This might be my biggest carp.
Well, it's by far your biggest carp ever.
I'm freaking out right now.
Lift slow. Keep tension. Lift slow. Lift slow. Still too far for this. Lift slow. Lift slow. Lift slow.
Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh!
That's the GoPro. I don't have a camera.
Oh my god!
Hold this.
Oh my gosh! It just went through the net! No! He went through the net.
Oh my God. Look at that.
He went through the net. I just hooked the biggest carp of my entire life. We had him in the net, and then my net broke.
Brand new net.
Brand new net. He broke the net. He slid through the net. The biggest carp of my entire life. The biggest carp I've ever seen. Gone. I don't even have picture proof of it. Like, no one's gonna believe me, but it's literally the biggest carp I've ever seen in my entire life. And I might cry. Whew. I legit am gonna go home and cry in my bed. because that sucks. We didn't even get a weight on him. You know what? I'm counting that. Like, I don't care. I'm counting that as my biggest carp because it's not my fault. It's the net's fault. Well, guys, we came out here in Hamilton Harbour and we wanted to do the traditional way of how I catch carp. Bottom fish them using corn and a hair rig. And it worked, but the invasive species of gobies in the Great Lakes in Canadian waters did not help us catch these fish because they kept eating our corn. We caught one little guy at the beginning, and then the rest of the day it was struggling, trying to get rods, having corn on them, and so we fished for about 2 hours like that, and then decided that we were going to switch things up because I saw fish on the surface and I was like, hey, why not we sight fish them like when I went out with Paul last summer. He taught me all about how to sight fish them using panfish gear. I got a little VMC panfish jig on, and I just lost. Well, I didn't lose, I netted a fish of a lifetime. I swear that fish was probably 30, 35, maybe even 40 pounds, the biggest carp I've ever seen in my life, and the net broke. He went through the net and he's gone. So we don't even know how big my biggest carp is, literally in the net, just as we were going to be bringing it up onto the deck, and it's gone. If I would have gotten that fish in the boat, it would have been 100% better. I would have got pictures, proof, got to weigh it, see what my PB carp actually is. It was a fish of a lifetime, but well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button, and if you would like to see more content like this, please click the big red subscribe button. Always remember to take a kid fishing and watch out for Asian carp. See you guys next time.